folks that act like they happy that these motherfuckers getting deported because they talking about these folks been taking their jobs, man. I want to see how many motherfuckers be willing to sign up to go out there in the fields and pick them motherfucking fruits, man. I want to know how many of you lazy internet generated babies go get your ass up off that couch and go work in that meat plant, man. It ain't too many of you motherfuckers, man. I watch you motherfuckers cry and whine about taking away TikTok, but y'all sitting here worried about another motherfucker, man. I'm gonna tell you this: if you sitting there and you ain't figured out what you want to do, then you bullshit, man. And if a motherfucker sitting there ain't understanding that these motherfucking raids that these folks doing is real, them folks is raiding every motherfucking city looking for every motherfucking undocumented person. If you an Hispanic person and you driving a car, them folk gonna pull you over and say you ran a stop sign or you yield to stop, and then they gonna run your motherfucking name and see you undocumented, and then they gonna deport your ass, man. This shit is too fucking real to the point where a lot of people wake up in the morning and go to work, they ain't coming home in the United States no more, man. And you got a lot of these folks in Chicago. I was watching a story this morning with this person that been in America for over 20 some years. He been in America for 20 some years, and he said that he's scared that they finna come take him and his family and his home away. Because he said when he first came over here, he brought his whole family, which they was all undocumented. Even his mother, he said his mother's like 90, 89, 90 years old, and they already on came and served her with deportation papers. There's a lot of people, children, that ain't never been to these countries that their mothers and daddies are from, that's gonna have to go back with their mama and daddy because the mama and daddy came into the country illegally, man. These folks elected the most hateful, devious person in the world that told y'all what he was gonna do, man. Dude sit back and told you that he was gonna abolish millions of people up out of the United States on his first couple of days in office, man. That motherfucker first day in office, he didn't hold back no motherfucking punches. That motherfucker went hard and he told everybody the truth about what he was gonna do, and he did it. These folks are raiding people in schools, churches. Ain't no sanctuary cities. Them folks are raiding sanctuary cities, and they telling the motherfucking local government that if you impede the arrest of an undocumented person or try to hide that person in your city, we coming for you. We don't give a fuck if you are an elected official. You could be a sheriff. You could be a motherfucking police officer. If you don't do your job and arrest anybody that you know is an undocumented person, then we gonna arrest you. Cause that's what a lot of people don't understand. Them folks take an oath as law enforcement to serve and protect. And if the world has been deemed a national emergency where they have declared a certain individuals or certain people a threat to the security of national security, then why the fuck are you think that you ain't gonna get punished for that, man? It ain't gonna be no misunderstanding that them folk gonna make sure that anybody that try to stop them folks from doing their motherfucking job, which is bringing every undocumented person into custody, their ass is done for. Is your mama candy man? Fuck you, man. Am I candy man? Who the fuck is candy man? Bitch, do I look like I stand in the mirror and dance around 3 times and you say my name, ho? Fuck wrong with you. People say the dumbest motherfucking things. That's why I don't even look at the comments. Cause most of them be stupid motherfuckers that ain't got nothing better to do in life but sit around and wait on another motherfucker to give them something. Some project baby petty ass baby mama to 17 nothing ass niggas type bitch. But yeah, the deportation is real, man. And it's crazy because it's not a lot. You can't blame everybody for everybody's situation. But at the same time, you have to know that if you dealing with people that you don't even know who they are, they dangerous. That's why these folks won't let Americans with social security numbers because they want to make sure that if we fuck up and catch a felony or do something to somebody, they got a way to track us to know we done it. So I can't be mad with their intentions because like they say, a couple of bad apples will fuck it up for everybody. And when you watch the news nowadays, you don't see nothing but undocumented people. And I'm not saying everyone, but you don't see nothing but a lot of undocumented people out here raping and killing women, man. That's their forte. They rape and kill women. And a lot of people don't know this about the country of Mexico and their laws. Honduras and their laws. The Honduras and Mexican laws are different than American laws. Them people don't, if you are a child, a juvenile, a person under the age of 18, you can kill 100 motherfuckers and they still gotta let you go at your 18th birthday, man. Real fucking shit. How you doing, Taiwan? You gotta think, man, like, do you really think that it's fair that if you're an American, you was born in America, that you get put to second citizenship, meaning that if you catch a felony, you can't get a restart. But these motherfuckers come over to America at age 25, 30, 40, 50 years old, and y'all get them a brand new fresh start. They get a brand new name, because they get to make their name up. They get a brand new social security number. Them folks get everything that Americans don't get a chance to do is have a second chance, man. What's up with you, Travis? I'm just on here telling motherfuckers that, man, if they gave Americans the same chances that they giving undocumented people, I wouldn't have no problem with it. But when you give a motherfucker that ain't been in America all their life and they come over here at 30, 40 years old, and you give them the rights to carry a gun, I give them the rights that a motherfucker that committed a felony when they was 17 years old can't never get back, then I think that's some bullshit, man. That's some bullshit. An individual that committed a crime, a felony, that might have been a bullshit felony that might be legal now, like a marijuana charge, 20, 30 years ago, can't possess a gun, but you let an undocumented person that you don't even fucking know come over here and they've been over here 60 days and they go buy a gun without a social security number. You don't know what the fuck they did in the country they came from. You don't even know what the fuck they is. And then you got to look at the Democrats and say, hey. You got to look at them Democrats and you got to know that them motherfuckers fucked up. Their whole plan was to flood America with undocumented people and then come up with laws where they could vote. But that shit backfired because people don't understand this, but when you look at the charts and the polls of how the election was broke down, it was more Hispanics voted for Donald Trump than any other race. Hispanics. So that means people that came to America or was born in America that's tired of people putting a bad name on their race or their ethnic background, man. I feel the same way because when I see some dumbass nigga online or on a podcast and he's acting so ignorant or saying something so stupid like Charleston White, I feel ashamed for black people, man. I feel ashamed when I see some young black motherfucker on the TV that don't mugged and robbed or killed somebody. I feel ashamed, man. I feel ashamed because that's my race and them motherfuckers don't speak for my race. But people look at race as what people do in life, man. When one race is doing something, no matter if you're black, white, Asian. If you got white people out there lynching people, then everybody look at all white people and say, them motherfuckers got the potential to go lynch folks. If you got young black men out here carjacking folks, then that's when people start looking at every young black man that walk by them like they suspect. When you got motherfucking Hispanics and Mexicans and other people from other countries on TV on the regular for raping people and raping women, then that make you pay attention, man. How you doing, brother? You know, that make you pay attention. That's what make people pay attention to race, is when people of your racial ethnic background put you in the spotlight for the crimes that they out there committing. You know, that's the thing, man. You just gotta know that you blame the motherfuckers that go out here in the world and do the things that they do, and it reflects on their whole motherfucking ethnic background. For all the people that say they want to come to America and live a better life, you need to blame all them young motherfuckers that's out there. See, it wasn't even about they ready to blow for a black woman or a white woman, because Kamala Harris is not black, man. Kamala Harris is not black. Kamala Harris was black when it was convenient for her. She's married to a white man, and if you do a history check on Kamala Harris, you'll figure out that Kamala Harris is one of them black people that hates their own race, man. You know what I mean? They hate their own race. You know what I mean? And that's what Kamala Harris is one of them motherfuckers that hated her own race until she needed her race. That bitch needed her race to help her win, but wasn't no motherfucker gonna vote for her because she been crippling and hurting black people all her life. She ain't never came out and said, I'm a proud black woman. If you go back to when Kamala Harris was in college, she straightened her hair like a white woman and went acting like white people. She got in office as a federal prosecutor, and she showed them white folk that she'll go out to niggas to prove a point. And she did. She went out there and penalized every black man to prove to the white man that she'll sacrifice her own kind to make them happy. Because that bitch never thought that 15, 20 years in the future that she'd be running for president, man. Never thought that. And Joe Biden started off running as president, but there wasn't nobody gonna vote for no feeble-minded ass motherfucker that was falling asleep during speeches and conversations. I think that they really need to stop letting motherfuckers be president past 60 years old, man. Because these motherfuckers being 90 and 80 years old being president, you gonna run into a lot of them racist ass white men. Because a lot of them motherfuckers that's 70, 80, 90 years old, them motherfuckers on TV talking about pushing black rights and this and this and that. But I guarantee you can dig up some footage from the 1960s and 70s where they were doing some Klan shit, man. They was standing behind a motherfucking rebel flag at a bonfire or something. You can believe that. Hello? What's up with you?